Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, ballin' like it's game time.
Hey y'all, hey!
Locked in
You
when
are
it's game
tuned in
time.
to yet
Yeah, I'm
another
ballin'
episode
like it's
of
game
Margie E.
time.
For
Locked.
real, for real. Cause she for real, for real. Ah, ooh, y'all, I know it's been a minute. I know y'all been looking for me and everything like that. But I've been busy. I've been having some real life issues going on. Okay? They could put me on the real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? But I'm not from Atlanta. It would have to be Louisiana. Okay? So anyway, y'all, we just gonna get right and pop right back into it because I had to come on here because this may very well be the last show of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all heard the news, y'all heard. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, okay? We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, but I wanted to pop on here and and recap because I ain't been doing this lately, and I got to recap what's been going on these episodes and these shows that I want to add my 2 bits and cents into it, okay? Because some of it just don't make no dadgum sense, okay? Y'all, first let's talk about Sheree, okay? Now I love me some Sheree. I love, matter of fact, I love all the housewives. Okay, let me put that out there. Some just got some rinky-dink ways, like all of us do in real life. But let's talk about Sheree for a minute, okay? Now, you know, Sheree, I'm talking about Sheree right now. She had this beautiful, I mean, it was over the top, beautiful, event for her granddaughter. And when you have that first grandbaby, you go all out. I have three, six, some more probably, but when you have that first grandbaby, you go all out. I mean, and it was just beautiful for her husband, her ex-husband, Bob Whitfield, done showed out, y'all. Now like they say, he need a fruit. He need a peach. Okay, because what's going on with Bob? Okay, is he jealous of what Sheree got going on? Or he just out for revenge? We want to know. Now, all this is allegedly now. Okay, now I don't know none of this stuff going on that I'm going to tell y'all. It's allegedly, okay? But we saw this on this TV when Bob crashed that party with his daughter, okay, that didn't nobody know about. Now, Bob can keep a damn secret, can't he? Now, if you keep a whole child away from your wife and some more kids, well, the kids, they say knew about it. And I believe they did because when they look shocked to you that this person was coming. Hmm. Did they look shocked? But all of them took a beautiful picture, beautiful daughters, beautiful children. Now they make some pretty kids, and this girl fit right on in there. She just as pretty as she can be, but she's a surprise. Sheree said she ain't know nothing about it, y'all. Y'all really think Sheree didn't know? Now, I'm a wife. You can't hide them from a wife, especially if it's a nosy wife. Okay, now somebody knew something somewhere, and Sheree said she didn't know, but she, ooh, and then I thought she was clown. The way Sheree, act on there and stuff, I thought they were gonna tear the house up, but she was just as sweet to that child, and she said, "Daughter." I don't know if she was saying, "Daughter, my daughter," I'm gonna accept you, daughter, or Bob, you got a daughter. She just said, "Daughter, daughter." Shoot, I've been going upside Bob's head. I'm gonna be for real. And he ain't even my man no more. But I went upside his head and fooled me like, and we done had 2 other kids after this baby, and you done popped this up on our granddaughters. Oh, oh, wait, let me get a drink. out this kitty cup. Mm, Lord have mercy. Whew, that was that was a blow. Sheree and had the baby girl. I don't know, but she's not a baby. She's a grown woman. Because Sheree kids are grown, and this one's supposed to be older than Sheree's daughter. Kids and everything, and Bob was just, and he was just, and everybody was shocked because I would have been shocked too if I had been there. I'd still been standing there to this very day looking at him, and he'd been gone. Wow, that was just wow. That was over the top right there. Yes, so we want to talk about that. We done talked about that. Let's move on. But y'all, what y'all think about it? Y'all leave some notes in the comments and everything, because y'all know we keep it real over here, okay? We keep it real. We keep it 1,000. It'll be some dishes flying and some more stuff flying, not at the child, but at Bob. I'm gonna be for real. And I like Bob because he kind of comical and everything like that, but he was wrong for that. We was having a baby, thing, and you know, that's how I know Sheree went through that abuse that she talked about because, she didn't even throw nothing at him. I'd have do a book if and ran if I had to do anything. I got the backing of my kids and all, and all security and everything. I'd have do something at Bob. I know he a football player and all that, but God, dog, that, that's over the top. Either you hate the woman or what? It kept it a secret all this time. Now, when we was tossing and turning in that bed, having our happy relations and stuff like that, looked like somebody should have been saying something about a baby. And somebody should have been saying something, okay? But I guess to each his own. And, I'm nosy. You can't hardly keep that from me because I'm going to smell them, okay? I smell a baby somewhere. I smell a child. I smell something. It ain't gonna smell right. It ain't gonna smell. Okay, I said we was through there. I said we were. Ah, I said we was. Bob can keep a damn secret. That man can keep a secret. Now I feel for Sheree. I really do because she done had. I'm gonna stay on it for a little while longer. Yes, I am. I'm gonna say this. Now I feel for Sheree. I really do. She's a beautiful woman, gorgeous lady, everything, and she just have a wrong choice in men. I had a wrong choice in men too at one point, and I stayed single for a long time because I didn't want to make that stupid mistake again because you know divorce is not easy. And that man, y'all remember the man over in Africa told her she wasn't gonna never get married again, which I didn't want to believe that. But how many years has it been now? And we done had at least three men that we know wasn't. She called Bob a piece of shit, didn't she? Did she call the man a piece of shit? He was a shit then and shit now and something like that. I can't. Okay, allegedly we okay, Bob, we know. Then she had Tyrone. You better. And then she had Martell. Now everybody was throwing flags up on that one. I'm serious. We was getting mad at people because people was telling us we shouldn't. And sometimes people give you warning. God will send a warning before destruction. Now, if y'all was really, dating each other and stuff like that and trying to make it work and stuff, and people telling you, and you see the man track record. We see his track record already. And I don't have nothing against him, but women and not just women, people just need to have sense for themselves. Okay, you got to have some sense. You got to have some sense, sugars. Okay, and then we got Marlo. Now Marlo started the season off. She was upset at Candy because of her nephew. Remember? Okay, and I can understand people grieve. Y'all, I was in a deep depression for months. I almost said well, it's been years now, but for months. And it's still not over. It's no time limit on grief. I know that and everything, but we can't go around blaming other people, for what they did and did not do during our moment of grief. We just cannot do that. That's just not right. And I'm just, and I like Marlo, and she's beautiful, and and everything. The sister wears some bad clothes. I wish I could dress like her, but I'm just saying. Now, I could, but that's just not my forte. I'm a t-shirt kind of person. Just let me go and be free. Now, it looked beautiful on her. She's a beautiful person, but we just cannot go around and blame others for what they did and did not do for us during our moment of grief. Maybe she didn't want to do nothing for, and evidently she didn't want to do nothing for it. She didn't do it, and it's too late now. So we don't have to move and let that. We had to move and let that ship roll on, which she did. And this, like I say, this is old news. I'm just recapping on everything that went on because I've been MIA because I've been having some issues going on myself. Okay, we all go through things in this life. That's just life, and we go through things, and that's what I've been doing, going through some stuff. And I hadn't been on here, and I hadn't been, sharing what I'm getting off the streets. But right now, I just want to do a recap because this might be the last time. Did I tell y'all that in the beginning? Baby, this might be the last time that I might be able to talk about these housewives and all their beauty. Okay? And all their money. They say they got a lot of money going on around there, and everything. But people, like I said, they hope they have grief and do it differently. And my heart go out to her, and I'm praying for her that she, and her family get, relief in their bereavement or whatever. But y'all, I'm gonna drop on down here and drop it with Drew. I'm gonna drop it with Drew. Yeah, I talked about the divorce and everything, how she was trying to save her marriage and all that stuff, and I did believe that at that point in time. Okay, now, because it was kind of lopsided because they were showing where Ralph had went off, and didn't tell nobody where he was going. That's when her mother was staying with him for a little while. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. I'm sure y'all remember that. Yeah. But anyway, so now, I don't know what marriage, what husband, all men ain't alike. Now, some men want to see stuff like that, but if you got a husband and he don't want to see you, y'all already having problems. And then you go get in the bed in a movie scene, some of these actresses stuff go a little bit too far. I'm gonna say that because I wanted to be an actress at one point in time, but I wasn't finna drop my drawers and all for a dime, okay? And I'm not knocking her. She's a great actress. She's a beautiful lady, but we got to have some sense when it comes to our husbands and knowing what they like and what they don't like. Now, a man can go out there and do anything he want to do and come back and still be a man, but a woman, you're gonna be labeled, you're gonna be treated differently. They don't for men do not forget when you do things like that, and especially against their will. They don't forget, baby, and they hold a grudge. They can hold a grudge. You hear me? A man can hold a grudge. He can, especially when it comes between that little patch of heaven between your legs. Okay, they really can hold a grudge with that. Okay, so I don't know what kind of marriage y'all had. I don't know, evidently he didn't like it, but did y'all see how he looked at her when he went on that scene and she was in there talking and giggling and all that stuff, and Ralph was just looking at her like, yeah, this gonna be the end of you, and I was reading him. And you mean tell me I can read him and I'm miles away from him and you sitting in his face giggling about how you and this lady was so much alike and this, that, and the other, and that man looking at you like, yeah, you liking another woman, okay? So, that might have been a nail into coffin. I don't know, Drew. But baby, if you really wanted to save your marriage, I don't think you should have did that. You shouldn't have done that movie. I know Candy, had a good movie and it's a good movie and everything. I'm sure it is great. I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's out. I haven't seen it or anything like that, but I'm sure it was a great movie that Todd had going on and everything. But baby girl, when you're trying to save your marriage, some things you just don't do. You pass up on the money. That's what you do. You got to pass that up. Yes, he was upset. And that little cousin. What's her name? Is it Courtney? Courtney? Courtney, the new one. Yes, the little lady. Didn't you have her at your house? She was a cousin. Courtney. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna pass up. I ain't gonna say nothing on Courtney. She's pretty too. All of them beautiful. They just look gorgeous. But some people you just can't let around you, and in your marital life and all this wonderful stuff because baby, people will tear you up and tear you down. That's all I'm gonna say. And we still don't know the whole story. But Courtney, according to what's been going on, you're a bad sister. That's all I'm gonna say. So, um, y'all, I looked at that reunion part one. Wasn't it off the chain? Do they still say that? I might be a little old, but anyway, Sheree gets the award for the night. All because she came up with that she news, baby. Is she they on her about she by Sheree and all that stuff about her? The orders ain't coming through and the website not working and the clothes ain't on the runway and all that. Baby Sheree bust out the newspaper on them. And I think this is really gonna be a seller because you know what? The bone collector can take some news and run with it. Baby, she might be in her right field. I'm being honest. I want a copy. Y'all tell Sheree or me that I would love to have a copy of the She News, okay? Because, baby, oh, but the only thing, she went after Candy on it. I like Candy. I like all of them. But she went after Candy on that. And I was looking for Candy to come back because y'all know Candy got a mouth, okay? Candy gonna come back and say something. Baby, Candy couldn't, like she couldn't recuperate from that. Like she was just like stunned. Sheree, you did it that night, okay, baby? The She News, She by Sheree. Y'all want to talk about She by Sheree? I'm gonna come out with She News. Okay, so she came out with the She News. Lips, jaws, and all was all over the floor that night. Everybody was looking, y'all so crazy. Y'all know I can't help myself. That Sheree, she's so oh, I just wish she would have put Bob in there if she would have found out that news. Okay, that would have been wonderful. If she had found that other news out before, and all this. Now, if you could put a newspaper together, you should. You got the skills to find out about that daughter. I'm gonna be for real. And I want to know has he been paying child support for all this time, and then you couldn't get it. That's what I want to know, but that ain't none of my business. That's neither here nor there. So that's none of my business. Let's move on to something else. Let me put my nose back where it belongs. But that's something to think about, y'all. Y'all go in the comments and let us know. Y'all think Bob paid child support for this child? Or was he giving it to the mom? Was he giving the money to the mom? Baby. Sheree, she took that one good. She's a champ. She can take a knockout. That was a bomb. That was a news bomb. Now, the word on the street says that all of them done been fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Lord, I hope it ain't true. I hope what I'm going to do on Sunday night. Honey, I hope it ain't true. I know everybody chiming in everywhere talking about who they want to go and who they want to stay and this, that one should be coming back and this one should be. Baby, I just want the franchise there and I want the people that's there. They can bring them all back. Bring them all back. Let's have a free for all. Bring them all back. But I know some of them don't want to do it because they just don't. They tired and that filming is a lot. And then you got all this drama going on. Okay, it's just a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much going on RHOA these days. Anyway, well, that's been my two bits. Y'all leave a comment in the bottom. Thank y'all for tuning in, Real Nation. Y'all are the real nation because we are for real, for real. And I am your host, Margie E. Huh, for real, baby. And until next time, which will be shortly, because I'm through hibernating, and things are looking up for me, y'all. I told y'all gonna have to get some of this merch, and y'all gonna have to do some things for me, okay? And go down there and subscribe. That's one thing you can do. Hit the like, share button, and so you know when we go live or when we do whatever we do, y'all y'all will be a part of it. So go on and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. What's wrong with you? Okay? Y'all know I keep it real. I love y'all, and until next time, let's pray. We're gonna watch part two. We're gonna talk about part two because I just cannot wait till next week to see it. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful time, and just know we for real.